Hello Pisces, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Pisces for the week of April 18th. Now Pisces, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so if there are messages that do not resonate, drop those messages, and if there are messages that resonate, feel free to take those with you. Also, check out your sun, moon, and rising sign for additional messages. Just know that I will not send you a personal message or a direct message on any platform. If you get a message from someone, they are impersonating me and trying to scam you. Please do not get scammed. All right, I also do content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. See what we have here for you. Now, only about, well, actually less than 50% of the people who watch my content are actually subscribed. And so if you do watch my videos regularly and you've not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. And yeah, let's go ahead and see what we have here for you. So we're going to put this right here. And we'll also take 3 Kipper cards to clarify as we go along. That's just about good enough to me. And all right. Pisces. So right away in this reading here, I am drawn to these 2 knights on the board, right? And so when I get 2 or more knights in a tarot reading, to me that suggests there's going to be a busy period of time for you here coming up in the future. Knights can represent events happening in your life. And so for you, it's like there may be like a whirlwind time of change. There may be a whirlwind series of events. And if there is a feeling where you are stuck, you maybe feel stuck in the mud, or you may feel like it's hard for you to move forward, there is an opportunity that's coming forward here, but you'll want to make sure that you are in a place where you can take advantage of that opportunity. And we're going to talk about that some more as we go along. But right away in the sort of overall energies, you have this Knight of Swords. So I've talked about how knights obviously can represent events. This knight in particular represents an event that happens so quickly that you barely have time to like catch your breath. It happens so quickly, it moves so quickly that it's hard to even really process what is happening. And so it can say that something's coming in quickly, charging in quickly. It says be careful of being impulsive here, and you actually have this really interesting combination, which I'll talk about in a second, where you want to be careful that you are not being impulsive here, but rather seizing the day of opportunity, or seizing the day and taking advantage of opportunities when they come up and when they arise. Now, in the past, you have this 4 of Swords and the Knight of Wands. So the 4 of Swords talks about how some of you maybe are coming out of a period of rest. Some of you may be coming out of a period of heartbreak that you've successfully healed from. So that's great. And I think that some of you here have maybe allowed yourself to have some time for quality rest. What's also interesting is you have these double 4s, double knights. So 2 4s, stability, structure, and situations like that. Obviously, you talked about how 2 knights can represent a lot of things happening for you. You have this Knight of Wands here, which for you, you know, the Knight of Wands is a card that may come forward when you're ready to move residence, change location, change your zip code, move to literally physically move to a new location. And so some of you may have done that recently, or some of you have considered doing that. If that's not the case, the Knight of Wands says that you are somebody who's a maverick, okay? You have so many skills, so many talents, and you're a true Swiss Army knife. You're a true jack of all trades in your career field, or whatever it is that you do for work, because wands can indicate the suit of work, is the suit of work, and can indicate work and career situations. And so it's like you have all of these gifts and talents here with this Knight of Wands. Now, what's interesting here is, and I said I was going to talk about this comparison, is you have a comparison between spontaneity with the Knight of Wands and impulsiveness. Spontaneity is a good thing. Okay, spontaneity is when you are spontaneous, you are naturally allowing yourself to work with the universe and allow things to happen when they happen, and when they happen, you go for it. Impulsivity is when you act too quickly out of from a bad place or from the wrong place, and and it leads you to a bad outcome, or it leads you to an outcome that is not serving you. And so you want to be spontaneous, and you want to drop impulsivity at this time. What's really interesting here is as we get to the future. So in the future, you have the Four of Cups and the Two of Wands. So there's a clear decision point coming in here for you, Pisces. All right. Not only can both of these cards indicate decisions needing to be made, but as you can see here, this person's at a fork in the road, right? They're having to decide between two paths, two wands, two opportunities, two people, two situations, so forth and so on. But this Four of Cups in particular says, be careful that you are not missing out on opportunities, okay? Be careful that you are not missing out on something knowing that you have a decision to make. As you can see, this person here is looking at this cup, and this cup represents an invitation from the universe, or something that comes in from the universe. What did we just talk about here? Spontaneity. Acting with the universe, acting in accordance with the universe. Here it is, arriving for you in the future. You will know exactly what it is when that opportunity comes. You'll want to take advantage and seize the day when that opportunity comes. But with this Knight of Swords here, you do not want to try to force this, which would be impulsivity, right? You do not want to make an impulsive choice. You want to make a spontaneous choice and make the choice as it comes in. And you will know when that happens, okay? And so this is very important for you. There's going to be a big decision, a fork in the road type of a decision here in the future. I think this is about career. I think this is about work. It's really hard for me to say. We don't have any major arcanas. All 5 cards are minor arcanas. And so it could be about your day-to-day situation, your living situation, your work situation as well. And what I really want to do here is just get some more clarity, and let's go ahead and move up the pyramid. So you have the Fool. You have the Ace of Pentacles. You have the Page of Cups. And you have the Hermit. Wow. Pisces. So now we have these 2 major arcanas here on the end caps in as we move in the second layer of the pyramid here. So the past, some of you have, with double knights here, the Fool coming in the past, the Ace of Pentacles showing up in closer to the past, and you having gone through. Some of you have really healed yourself. You've been your own healer. You've been a self-healer here, is what I'm feeling. The Fool, and I need to stress this, is an extremely powerful card. For me, it's the most powerful card to find in the tarot because it starts off everything. It's the chain events, right? It's the first link in the chain of the hero's journey through the major arcana. It is a big new beginning. And what's amazing is you have this sitting next to another card that indicates a new beginning here with the Ace of Pentacles. This looks like, for you, this opportunity that's coming in. For some of you, this may be a new love interest in your life, as you have the Page of Cups showing up. For others of you, it's like the polar opposite, because you have the Hermit, which is somebody who may prefer to be kind of on their own, or may prefer at this time to kind of purposefully isolate, in a push to advance their own mastery or advance their own knowledge. And so for some of you, it'll be polar opposites depending on what situation you find yourself in. For some of you, it could be around a new love interest. For others of you, it's this focus on a new opportunity in career or money or finance. And it's almost like with this Virgo energy, or with the Hermit showing up in the future, you have an opportunity to build on your legacy. Even though we don't see the 10 of Pentacles, you have an opportunity to build some type of knowledge or master something. And this could tie into your legacy if you are here for career and financial situations. I do think if it's a love interest, this person could be a Virgo, obviously. For sure. They could also be a fire sign or air sign. It really depends. There's obviously, we only have one Cups card, but could be Virgo or any fire earth sign, or fire air sign, really could be. And yes, so This is very interesting so far. This is a very interesting reading. Let's go ahead and see what these 3 Kipper cards are. So you have concern, gift, and main male. Okay, this could be a masculine. I really don't attach genders to my cards, so they could be somebody who has masculine energy that's coming into your life. But the main male is also one of the protagonists in this Kipper deck. There's also a main female, masculine and feminine, right? And so really this, no matter what gender you are, this could just refer to you as well in this reading. And again, as we have this solo energy, number 1, right? And we have that with the Hermit here. Some of you, it's like you're building on your gift here. Okay, some of you have a real gift here coming in, or you have a gift and you're looking to strengthen it here in the future. And obviously the gift can represent like small gifts of cash or small sums of cash or something like that. But it's more about, I think for you, allowing your gifts to shine and strengthening your gift, whatever that is. You have this concern card here as well, which I think this is more about speaking to the past, where I think some of you have gone through a significant healing of a situation, and I don't know if it's a relationship. It probably is, but it's hard for me to say. It could be anything. Let's go ahead and get some more clarification here. So you have the Emperor, you have the 7 of Wands, and you have the 3 of Cups. Okay, so this is just interesting. As soon as I feel like I know, I know what this is about, we get a curveball here, and that's okay because I always pick up on multiple messages. And what I'm talking about here is, what I'm referring to is this 3 of Cups, because I was talking about how some of you are going into like purposeful isolation to build something or to learn something, or like you're just cutting out distractions because you're really focused on your self-mastery, on your ability to build on knowledge, something like that here with this Hermit energy. But now we have the 3 of Cups around it as well, which talks about your social group, your social setting, enjoying company with other people. And so, it could just talk about how some of you are keeping something hidden. Like you have this idea or you have this thing that you're really interested in, you're not going to tell other people yet. Because I don't know why I'm getting that, other than because you have this 7 of Wands next to it, which is about competition. And so it's almost like maybe some of you are like not releasing this idea to the world yet, something like that going on here. Your gift coming in, but I also, that could certainly be going on. Now, if you're here in the love storyline, and love is what is coming in here for you, you could meet this person through a friend of a friend or through a social situation. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Talked about how the 7 of Wands can indicate competition, but also drawing a line in the sand, standing your ground on something. You know that this new situation's coming in here with the Fool and the Ace of Pentacles. You've known it for a long time. Are you going to seize it, take advantage of the opportunity that when it comes in and act spontaneously as it arrives? Then you have this Emperor here in the past. Some of you may have gone through a significant healing with your father in the past, but the Emperor could also talk about something that's work-related, where some of you maybe have healed something work-related from the past. Let's go ahead and move up the pyramid. So you have the Page of Wands, and you have the 5 of Cups. My goodness. So this is just like one thing after the other. 3, 4, 5 of Cups in the future half of this pyramid here, which is really interesting. It's almost like you have learned from the past heartbreak, or you've learned from the disappointments of the past. And with this 5 of Cups showing up in the future, it's like, always know that it gets better. It gets better. And that's what I feel like saying. And some of you, I think, are coming to that understanding. I think if you have not already, you will be, but I'm sure you already have. And that's kind of what I'm feeling here. You have this Page of Wands. Yeah, there's been a significant offer or new beginning or inspiration here for you in the past about something. We have double pages, double knights, events, opportunities, lots of things happening, new people, new situations. It seems like an exciting time for you. Seems like an exciting time. Let's see what's at the top of the pyramid. You have the Ace of Swords. So two aces, two pages, two knights. Pretty amazing. And yeah, so the Ace of Swords talks about a breakthrough. It talks about a breakthrough of communication, or a breakthrough on a project, or a breakthrough in your life. It's a very it's a new beginning, just like the Ace of Pentacles. But putting this all together with the Fool and two aces, that's a powerful new beginning entering into your life. On the bottom, are you kidding me? You have the Ace of Wands, three aces, triple aces. Yeah, the universe is like, Pisces, go for that. Go for that new beginning. Whatever that is for you, you'll know what it is when it happens, and you will act spontaneously. Amazing. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. I really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.